And this is session 27 of Ultraviolet Grasslands. Hey everybody, how's it going? Yeah, like I was saying, I'm in a new place. It's very echoey here. I don't have anything set up. This is my onboard camera and onboard microphone, so hopefully everything is still audible and videoable. Like you can see it, probably good.
Mhm.
Sweet. What happened last time? Last week? Oh yeah, you went down and met the Fancy Rats. Had a dance and a feast and a duel, which went great. Went actually great. And found some of those walrus demon things swimming through the air behind that blast door, and dove into the noosphere to interface with a vast, cancerous autophac below.
Yes.
Mm.
And specifically, after it had determined that it wanted to use us as raw materials, we renegotiated our status as potential buyers of um, new contracts.
Mhm.
And it directed us wherever it directed us to the administrative building, which I think was part of the part that was blown up above.
Yeah, yeah,
But we were going to leave the noosphere, and then we were going to attempt to take over control of things.
yeah. And Modan has a little bit of dream sickness from
Yes.
that.
Yep.
Um, yeah.
It's true, Heath. I have it written down also.
And let's see, we are currently in Violet Month 2. So it's hard and wet outside. But
Yeah.
yeah, it is winter is coming up real soon.
So I want to make a clarification of something that I had been thinking of, but did not mention at the time. But um, ooh, sorry, my brain just went to a different character. Adoron would have made sure that we left guards up top with the caravan,
Mhm.
and specifically would have had the kid and Santana stay up there.
Cool.
Um,
Uh, Kid
so
being, what's his name? Dolce.
yeah, Dolce, right?
Yeah. And Newt with us for that one, or was
He was,
what?
and then he's leaving. So
Unless someone wants to take him over, I have an idea for what
oh,
happened to him. But yeah, we are
so
able
you
to.
want somebody to play Newt?
No, I have
Oh, okay. You're
a
gonna take him
thing that
over.
might happen to Newt.
Yes, it occurred to me that there were definitely some inflection points that might exist around Newt.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So y'all are still down with the fancy rats, unless you want to go back up. But yeah, you all are welcome to do whatever you like at this point.
Okay. The first thing, so we've come out of the noosphere, and Adoron would like to start the conversation with some commentary. That was very interesting. I
Interest.
believe,
I'm sorry. Interesting is definitely a word to describe that. Please go. Sorry to interrupt. Please go on.
thank you. It is my concern that we have now found the a very powerful place, also possibly the place that the dwarf party was looking for, the party from the Redlands.
Hmm.
I'm
And
afraid of that as well.
I think we need to consider this in our future deliberations. I also think it is possible that we should not share this information with all of our party. Is it possible that we can get agreement to keep this amongst ourselves for both safety and profit?
I think that's probably a good idea to keep this because this is an extraordinarily dangerous and extraordinarily powerful entity that, were it to reach containment, would be a very big problem for a lot of people. And honestly, I think it'd be especially if it happened in the middle of winter. It's going to be some period of time before anybody with any level of resources who would be able to deal with this. It's weird. I mean, I don't think the perfect people of the Behemoth Shell are going to be able to do anything. And if anything, and honestly, I think if they try, they're going to get turned in. They're going to also get, they're going to get either, like processed into packing. They're going to get processed into packing crates and plastic forks, or they're going to get vomish infection and be a real problem for areas outside this region. Not to
It will,
mention,
though.
not to mention our, not to mention like, our, you know, our friends in this complex. They're going to be the first to go.
Yes.
So I'm thinking maybe let's let them know. Let's let the people in this complex know that they are doing the right thing by not interfacing with this because, you know, you know what? You were absolutely right. This was a demon.
We should let the mole rats know also.
Let them know that there is something that is extremely dangerous in the lower level, but that it appears to be contained, at least for now. It's been there for a long time. It hasn't expanded. So I think as long as we don't mess with it, it's probably going to be okay. I'm worried about that dwarf party.
Mm.
Yes.
They did not seem to be at all aware of this place. Like they didn't seem to be on track to find this at all.
Agreed, but they are looking.
Not only are they looking, but they know that we've come this way twice, and we did at one point let them know that we had found something of interest. We did not indicate that it was what they were looking for, but it is possible that they consider us an unintended advanced scouting party.
They said they found something interesting. They also said it probably wasn't what we were looking for. That might indicate that it might be what we were looking for. So we will go investigate. Yeah, I can see that. And honestly, if they ask people around, it's not like we're hard to track.
No.
So I think we do need to let our mole rat friends know to be on the lookout for these guys and to, probably not let them in lest they release this demon.
Mm.
It is a
What would you like, so speaking as the mole rats, what would you like us to do if they do show up?
It is not clear that there is anything you can do. They are quite a powerful party. Do you have any way of communicating with us over a distance?
You're not part of our hive mind, so not really. Do you have anything that can find us?
Character, I am consulting my character sheet.
I know a
What?
possible way.
I'm all ears.
Phaedrid, if you could set the mole rats up with a connection to the I'm not sure what the proper term is, thinking machine in this facility, could they then communicate with you if you still maintained connection to the facility?
Possibly. The question of course, is range. If we decide to move to someplace else, I'm not sure how long a distance I can connect my glove can connect with this local like noosphere network. This isn't really designed for like long range communication. But
So
let me
Adoron pulls out their teacup. This is a node. If you connect your glove to my teacup, you will have access to the general nodal network.
Hmm. Well, that is intriguing.
That is intriguing.
You might need to do some machine things to make sure all things are connected correctly, which we should do while we are here.
That is true.
That is true. So the plan is connect to the teapot or the teacup with the glove, make a network there. Leave the teapot here for the mole rats to use as a node. No.
The mole rats have nodes in their areas.
So glove to teacup to local network.
Right.
Keep that
Basically, it's like mapping the two IP addresses between this local area and the teacup, which is a roaming node.
Got it.
And then the premise is that I'm not saying this is without risk. I'm just saying it might be done. But the premise is that the glove has the toolkit, the tool set to be able to possibly map out the connection between these two separate networks or bits of network.
Interesting. I hadn't really considered that.
It sort of depends.
Go on.
I mean, it does depend on whether or not this network also has broader communication, but it might. It's not that far from the behemoth shell, which also probably has a functioning node, I would guess, maybe.
So I'm thinking.
I don't know. I mean, this gets into.
Yeah. So I think with the glove, you can determine that this network is pretty sealed. You could make a connection to it with the teacup. You would be like forging a new like noospheric tap from your node into this like static network. So it's possible. It might be difficult though. So basically, instead of like say this network is connected out there and you're just mapping that, you're basically like doing saying like this teacup and this network are the same. And then when the teacup goes, it's still connected, which noosphere magic, totally doable.
Right.
But it's going to require
some fiddling.
Yeah. Probably Vader and the glove are probably the tools to do this, right?
I mean, Adoron might be able to help with the soul diver. Because Adoron does understand some of the basics of transport.
So again, looking at stuff here. Yeah, I don't know if I don't know if this is a wizard thing.
No, but if you want to use Holy Diver is big with portals.
Yep.
So maybe the way to do it is making a miniature portal
that
sits on so that
like an information portal.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good if you want to do that.
This sounds awesome.
Yeah. It's going to be difficult. We're going to be looking for an 18 on the roll. It's going to be thought plus your Holy Diver.
Okay.
Oh, and everybody remember to bump your hero dice up if you haven't already.
Right.
And then max already. So.
4, 2. Okay, so I am
7, I think.
My internet's a little bit inconsistent, so I'll probably be. I may not drop, but I might skip in and out a little bit.
Cool.
So I also need to make a roll to like make the connection.
So if Adoron wants to do it with Holy Diver, I think that's Adoron's role.
Okay.
Because I think with the glove, you don't need to make a roll for that.
Okay.
Basic work on your side.
Got it.
So yeah, I'm just doing a roll +7 from Adoron to get looking for an 18. I can't tell if Teal froze.
Did we lose Teal?
Yep.
We definitely lost Teal.
Hey, there we go.
Roll failed.
He did warn us. Oh yeah, Mark said bump of paradise in chat. Look at that.
Now I remember to do XP at the end. Double hit.
See,
Welcome back.
Yep. Yeah, my internet's it's funny because I was fine, and then right before I got online, I noticed that it had dropped completely. It's like, oh great, good timing. So what was the
We're looking for a roll from you, plus thought plus your Holy Diver, so it's gonna be +7 altogether. And we're looking for an 18.
okay. Ooh, that's gonna take some. So
Okay, so we're at
4 +
11.
7 is 11. That's not too bad.
I am happy to throw a hero die into that to try to, since I'm, we can say I'm helping. We're saying I'm helping Adoron to, like, tool this thing. So we're at an 11. We need to get to an 18, so we need another 7.
At least 2 hero dice.
I'm going to go ahead and add 2 hero dice.
Cool, go for it.
So adding 2 hero dice.
Hey, there we go.
8. There we go.
I'm going to softly vomit in a corner.
What kind of glove techno do you have to do to get that to work?
Yeah, so I think while Adoron is attempting to, like, create this portal, now Phaedrid is there, and he's got the, he's like, like reached into it with the noospheric the noospheric projections from the glove, and it's also projecting this, like, magical, like 3D image of, like, what we're trying to do, and it's like an image of the network. It's kind of like spinning around, and I think between the schematics that we're able to pull out, and Adoron's knowledge of how portals work, I think that was Phaedrid's assistant.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
I have a question. I know we've made it, but is there any value in trying to push it up a little higher? Because Albanegra could assist with some drugs.
No, I think it's good to go.
Okay. Which I should have had her do at first, but
Cool. So you have a remote connection to the mole rat hive. Great.
Nice.
Sweet. So and they know to ping you if anyone untoward shows up.
Sounds good.
We can also use this to start setting up trade orders for beans.
Oh yeah.
I think my teacup's going to be very busy.
I am almost imagining like using your teapot as a communication device, in that you like to take the lid off the teapot, hold the pot to your ear, and you're talking into the lid.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I actually have a jack for it. I can jack into my teacup. It's actually just a teacup. It's not a
Oh, it's
whole.
a teacup. I was thinking it
Yeah,
was
it's
a
a
pot.
relatively. It basically the original idea was a self-heating teacup, and so when I make tea, I have to make it in small batches. Uh,
Nice.
Cooked.
Yeah, I think I know what skill I'm going to start working on. I think I'm going to start working on noospheric engineering.
nice.
Nice.
That's a good one.
Cool.
Uh,
What is next then for y'all?
so Adoron, or I'm Adoron. Phaedrid, are you going to try to establish yourself as an administrator for this area?
Hmm.
As
I was thinking it might be not a bad idea to set up another small trade spot here that we could use to connect to the rest of our trade network.
Mhm.
Then, yes, I think it's useful if we have the ability to interact with the autofac. And if you, uh, my suggestion is if you can use the gauntlet to take over one of the administrator accounts and then use that to add yourself as an additional administrator, then the
Ooh.
autofac will view you as a trusted
Oh, that's interesting.
with.
Basically like basically hack into an existing admin account and use that to create a new admin account.
Exactly, which will appear much more natural than you trying to assume the persona of some administrator who's
Probably been dead for 900 years.
yes.
Yeah, I think that is trivial to do with the glove.
Oh, okay. It's going to be relatively easy to create a new administrator account.
Yeah, on like the compound network. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think one of y'all might remark it's basically just like logging into Windows an administrator account and making another admin account under your
Well,
name.
and it's because of the glove, though. Without the glove, it would
That's
not.
way trickier, but
Yeah.
Yeah, trading that small chunk of my brain for this glove seems to be paying off.
Yeah.
Definitely taking Phaedrid in a different direction.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, is there going to be a role involved for me to do that, or can we just say we do that and I establish? Okay, and so therefore I establish myself, Phaedra Dotani. Oh, what should my title be?
I would suggest that you look at the other titles in the administrative logs to get an idea.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. I'm going to make something similar, but I was thinking exec executive. Oh, this would totally be in my wheelhouse. Executive director of marketing.
There you go. There you go.
Exactly.
And I think looking through the logs, like they are old, but they're like hundreds of years old, not like long ago.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So this is so this is 300 years ago, not 3,000 years ago. Well, it gives us a little more information about the nature of this autofac and how old it actually is.
So Alba Negra will sort of come over and like stand next to Phaedrid, and she'll be like, since you're the administrator now, is it possible that you could give me access to one of the computers so I could do some updates on my botany?
I think we could probably do that. What sort of updates on your botany are you looking at?
Well, I've been out in the field for quite a while now, and I would like to, well, for one thing, see what kind of applications they have for botany science, and then also see if they have any additional tools. And I want. Yeah, I've been away from computers for too long. This is the big problem.
I don't think I have a problem with that. We can certainly create, and again, as an administrator, I'm going to look through this Magitech computer system,
Mhm.
which, I mean, yeah, it's working like a computer system, but I'm guessing it doesn't use silicon chips. I'm guessing it uses like,
Yeah.
you know, there's probably literal demons doing calculations on little tiny abacuses.
It's like half like biomantic, half machine kind of.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the trees outside are actually data storage units. And Alba Negra also has her own jack. Because she has one of her traits is worker, which is somebody who worked with computers and can actually fix basic machine stuff with a little bit of
Nice.
sacrificing of life. So
Okay.
This network is probably still way older than anything you've interfaced with. No, you were in the bug for a little while, but not hundreds of years. The bug was later on.
right, right.
And it's pretty easy to just poke around the network. A lot of the data is lost. It's old, but there is still some. I mean, I think especially since Aldenegro knows stuff, out of date, kind of like biomantic
Oh, okay.
research notes. Yeah,
Okay, I was going to say, yeah. So I will set up Alba Negra as basically like a senior level researcher.
yeah. I think any of
So
y'all could really access any of the information there once you're connected to the club there.
got it.
Yeah, okay.
And
Um,
I assume, and yeah. So like I imagine like we know the mole rats have like areas where they have access to like the terminal, so we could presumably do some of the research here.
yeah. Hmm.
So this research facility has biomancy data, but it's a little out of date
Yeah,
or
it's
a lot out of date.
a couple hundred years out of date, probably. But yeah,
Yeah.
there could be something useful in there. You never know.
Well,
I mean,
and there's
every
You're looking
once
to
in a
turn
while in the
yourself into a mole rat swarm. That's probably a probably
so Alba Negra is going to look and see if there are any records of the experiment that was performed on mole rats.
interesting. Let me see. Hmm. Um, how is she doing that? Like, is she
What?
just going through records or like actually?
Well, she's going to first of all go through records of like she's going to look in two different ways. She's going to look at records of projects and the people assigned to them, and she's also going to look through records of supplies because all the different animals that they test on are supplies.
Yeah. So, most of the data you get is garbled. It is, since it is like a organic magico system, it is going to degrade with time a little bit there. You do, how to put this? It's almost like there is some information that kind of calls to you a little bit. And although you can't necessarily make out exactly what it is, it does. It's not that it says it explicitly, but you kind of get the gut feeling it has to do with it. Um, and if you would like, you can start looking into it. And I will give you a free level of hive mind.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And as she starts to be aware of this, she is going to prepare some drugs to help her mind facilitate this process. Okay. So This is gonna be fun. So that's a level of hive mind, yes?
1 out of 3. Yeah.
Okay. Um, then my, oops, is that not typing? Oh, sorry. My, eh, that's, yeah, I'm not. Well, I'll type it in a little bit.
I can throw it in for you if you have trouble there.
Okay, yeah, right under crystal fungus, which is what I was going to bring up because she does have her connection now to the crystal mine, like which she finds confusing.
Mm-hmm.
Is going to be very interesting.
It's gonna be
Um,
great. Yeah.
well, and she's also like, she's an expert daemon soldier, so she's familiar with the noosphere,
Mm.
not in the same way that Adoron is. But now she's having these other like flashes of light, and while she's working, oh stop, what is that? And then also, okay, this is going to be really, she's going to be a very confused person soon. Okay, yeah, she will continue to, I so I think I don't know what we're going to do, but I think Albanegra may end up staying here with the mole rats and
Okay.
keep watch on the situation because this feels like a pretty comfortable place for her.
Mhm.
She may in the future try and go find that airlift that she has knowledge of, but at least for the moment, this might be a good place for her to do some work.
Cool. Newt, do you want them to stay down here with Aldenegra, or do you want them to kind of hang out with the boys upstairs? What do you think they'd be into?
What are you saying?
Uh, where would Newt be hanging out while folks are doing stuff?
So my assumption is, let's see. Uh,
And we could also just have them like go back to the shell.
I don't think Newt would do that. I think Newt's probably Newt might be talking to the mole rats because they have some insight into the hive mind experience, trying to figure out because Newt's trying to figure out um,
Their deal is.
have they agreed to a contract to assassinate themselves?
Right. Cool. We'll have them hang out there then. Cool. So that's all taken care of. What next?
So what is our plan?
Yeah. You've got
How many weeks of winter do we have?
you got about a month and a half before it's very unpleasant to travel. And then that'll be 4 months of holding up or hard times.
Let me take a look at the map, see if there's anywhere we could get to in the amount of time we have, or if we really need to just hunker down here in Behemoth Shell for the winter, which sounds awfully boring.
You don't like the gray folk? They can explain to you the proper, like the best ways of using philosophy to increase your self-worth in the world. Of course, you have to be born a great folk to be the best people, but still.
Another fun thing you might be able to do over the winter, it'll be more difficult because of the weather, but if you wanted to spend some time kind of base building here and build up the outposts on top of the lurid pines,
That's not a bad idea.
it might take some preparation, but and you're also traveling back and forth, for supplies and whatnot for a couple days.
Yeah.
But that is an option if that's something.
Building a base here might not be a bad idea. And
Right.
again, I imagine we could work on that sort of thing during the winter. It's just that traveling is not a great idea.
Right. Well, and the other thing is, like Adoron has picked up at least 2 useful skills for this because they completed their crafting skill and they also completed their biomancy skill.
You can also head back to the Serai and hang out. You could also press forward and see if you can make it to the Spectrum Palace before the badness sets all the way in.
That might be pushing it if we wanted to make it all try to push it all the way to Spectrum Palace, because it's fair to be. I'm just looking at the map, assuming no mishaps, which might be a big assumption.
I also seem to remember, after we left the Serai, didn't you say a bean delivery was coming in?
Yeah.
Delivery at the Serai for you, waiting for you.
Something waiting there for me.
Right.
It's 7 weeks to Spectrum Palace.
Yeah.
And that's assuming like best case scenario.
That'll be at least a week of winter travel.
Okay. Do we want to split the party?
The reason being,
yeah, go on.
Well, so Modan has strong reasons to go back to the Serai, but I think there's some value in building a base over the winter too. Like first, like building it now and then over the winter, sort of like getting everything set up on the interior. And my question is, do some of us want to stay here? I mean, Phaedra, it sounded like you were going to be bored here. But I could, like I've already said, Albanegro will stay here. I could conceivably see Adoron staying here too to work on the base if y'all wanted to go back to the Serai to do more businessy sorts of stuff.
I bet Modan could talk to the Butcher Bank guy at the Shell and maybe have them fund or oversee some sort of building project while y'all are off doing something else.
Yeah, it's true. I meant to actually give him an answer before we left, and I forgot about that. Because I was waiting until Phaedra was back in the party to get his opinion, and then...
Oh, that's right.
And then we just left, and I forgot. I told him I'd give him an answer before we left. Oops.
That was, what's his name? I have it written down. Gian Odlingi. Gian.
Yeah.
Is he on the NPC sheet? Because we've got a lot of NPCs by now.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't think he's been added.
We might as well.
Okay, so we're talking about having Odlingi help us build the base, like get some funds to help build the base.
I mean, they could probably scrape up some funding, maybe hire some folks, make it a whole project.
I mean, that's an idea.
Could, just out of curiosity along those lines, I feel like I might have asked this before, but if so, just remind me. Would Phaedrid's, like, I know one of his deals was, either like loaning to extend the Bean Network or just getting a cut of the Bean Network. Would Phaedrid's abilities like be able to like maybe him give us a better deal on that cut than otherwise?
Possibly, yeah.
I am happy to help negotiate.
Well, and if we were to set up a separate trade post, we're not really very far from the Behemoth Shell. What would make our trade post appealing to others? And how do we do it in such a way that we don't put like the mole rats at risk?
Hmm.
That's been one of my concerns about the mole rats.
Well, one thing we could try to do would be to maybe set it up like pretty close, like at Behemoth Shell rather than away. I mean, set up another trading post that's like a business is operating there
Hmm.
rather
Yeah.
than a whole separate thing. That way it's like right there, or like we set it up, or we set it up like, like 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 a day's journey, or maybe or like less than a day's journey, so that it's like not necessarily right there, but is pretty close.
I also just thought of like maybe each place I establish is like, or whether it's our whole base or something you did, just thought of when you said like, oh, what could have differentiated as part of my bean empire also is like maybe there's the general varieties of beans that can be traded anywhere, but maybe I can give each location like a unique bean variety. Like you can only get this one in the
Like them
behemoth
all.
shell. Yeah. So that there's like that gives everybody something special over there, like
Behemoth shells.
bean hemoth shell.
Bean hemoth, the bean hemoth. I
You
love
can
it.
only get this variety at the bean hemoth shell.
I'm sensing franchising is in the
Yeah.
future.
Oh, you want that? That's Serai. That's special Serai beans there. Make everybody have a every place is a destination.
A punch card.
Yeah, collect them all.
Yeah, so a lot of good ideas here. What do you think?
Well, I mean, I like the idea of setting up a base, although, like you said, Adrian, it might make the most sense to do it just at the beginning of the shell itself. And
Yeah, so like draw not draw any attention to the that biomancy lab where the mole rats live and
yeah,
where the
Yeah,
autofac is.
that's
Not drawing
definitely.
not drawing attention to that, I think, is
I
important.
definitely feel like the mole rat home / biomancy lab needs to be like our little secret lair.
Or if you build an outpost on top of it, then no one will go looking for it.
yeah, it does have the
Well,
advantage that we can say
there's that
we
too.
found this broken down thing and we built an outpost where there used to be a
Something
building.
underneath.
Or if like, yeah, I mean, there is some advantage to that too. And we do
That's
have
true. There are all those like, abandoned buildings out there that we could conceivably, like rebuild one of them.
Would
right.
the asshole gerbils be a thorn in our side for any
Yes.
reason in that scenario?
They would definitely be a thorn in our side.
So there's a solution to that. What we do with the gerbils is we make sure to build an outer perimeter that's got stuff they can steal. And we don't put anything important in the outer perimeter, and we just never need to let them know. The other thing I would say is another justification for us doing this is that we have a defense network, like the trees with the little blasters and stuff
It's true.
are a functioning defense network. And we could say, oh, we just wanted to build our operation in this defended place. And it makes it more understandable why we're doing it.
I'm actually liking that idea.
And then, they don't need to know that there's a bunch of stuff underground.
Hang a lantern on it. That way they won't go that way they won't go digging too deep.
Yeah. The other thing too is we could conceivably then work out some other arrangements with the mole rats and the fancy mice, and give them a chance to do some other things and connect to the world, but in not like inviting the world into their lair, but just give them a chance to sort of reach outside and stuff.
Yeah, or like if they wanted to have contact with the market or do whatever they wanted from our market, if they wanted to buy things or sell things or whatever.
Yep.
Don't have to reveal their location. They just have a stall there or whatever.
Okay. I mean, this all makes sense. So then essentially we are going to present ourselves as building a base on top of the ground.
Which it does feel like we should like probably get consent from both the mole rats and the fancy rats that
Well,
they'd
the
be
fancy
cool with
mice are,
that.
yeah, the fancy rats are down below the surface, so they wouldn't know anyway. But the mole rats, we should ask their permission for sure.
Yeah, I'm
That
sure.
that's
Yeah.
yeah, it's not a bad idea. But I mean, the mole rats mostly stay inside the facility anyway,
totally.
so
Still, it just feels polite rather than be like,
But
hey,
yeah,
we're
let
gonna
them
build
know.
a thing at
Let
your
them know that
front
we're
door.
building a thing here.
Mhm.
Oh, we can ask permission.
Rob more.
Yeah.
Really good to see you.
There's
Okay.
a lot of noise outside all of a sudden.
So yeah, I think we
Right.
so I think we have a plan. Let's we're gonna set up a new basically a new trading outpost here.
Cool.
We'll call it
And
the Greater Ones.
So,
Well, I
so
mean,
we,
we are Triumph Ventures, and we've got another franchise back in the Serai.
yeah, we're not just a caravan thing.
It's incorporated.
So in that context, how are we going to negotiate with the Butcher Bank representative?
Exactly. Do you want to present this proposal to him, Modan?
Yeah, yet again, I think I would, bring Phaedra along being the expert. And I remember in the week you weren't here, Mike, I told the Butcher Bank guy that like, oh, Phaedra, my friend, was kind of the businessman of the, as I consult with him on everything because he's got the business head of everything. So he
Understood.
He knows I run it all by you.
Yep, that's cool. I mean, I've met him before, but
Yeah.
we met him earlier, but I don't think Phaedra had interacted with him too extensively. But we know each other.
So let's go back to Behemoth Shell with the caravan and then see how this works out. And then maybe we'll get some supplies to come back and
start building. Building. Yeah, I imagine this is going to be so this is going to be a new trading post that will hopefully, attract some business.
Yeah, so it's not hard to track him down. He's holed up in the shell. He's got he's made himself comfortable there, as comfortable as you can get. So what's your approach?
I think it's under. Yeah, we've been talking about his proposal, and we have sort of some details and ideas on a venture we would like to undertake, and seems that like maybe just cutting him in on it is the best, rather than having rather than taking out a loan with annual interest and all that. Was like, well, yeah, let's get you cut you in as a partner on it.
So instead of a trade caravan, you're proposing building a trading post. Are you intending on making this part of your distribution network as well?
Yeah, I believe so. And I'm going to be some destination beans, unique beans to each location. So yeah, it would be part of the bean network.
And you have these destination beans sorted out already?
I'm going to work on that over the winter. Exactly what it would be. Maybe a new variety.
All right. So
to debut in the spring.
So establishing a caravan from here to, I assume, the Serai, and then back and forth. Building your outpost here, rebuilding some ruins you found out in the woods. Establishing the property. I imagine you'd want some security, advertising, something like that. I mean, it looks like you have that part covered already. So this sounds like it would take, this would be over the winter, of course. Would you also want to hire builders, or are you planning on doing this work yourself? Are you experienced construction?
I'm guessing we'd probably. I mean, I don't necessarily think we have a lot of building experience. So we'd probably want to hire. Yeah, we'd want to hire a crew and and an architect to design this
He's
so
like,
that we don't build something that's going to fall apart in the first big storm.
exactly,
We
exactly.
want to do it right.
Hey, we want to do it right.
Very, very prudent, very prudent. Let me do a little bit of math then. In fact, I'm going to have to. You can wait. I'm going to need to correspond because that's going to be a substantially larger loan. But I don't want you to wait too long. So I will have an answer for you at the end of the month.
Fair enough. I mean, at this point, winter's setting in, so we're probably going to be hunkering down here.
I like your plan and I admire your ambition. I hope that we will be able to do business.
I hope so.
Fantastic. And he will go off and do that math and correspondence. Cool. We're still in that same week. Do you want to hang out at the Shell for a week to do stuff? Sleep off your dream sickness?
Oh, yeah.
Do anything else?
I would like to get rid of that sickness for sure.
Do you have other plans?
So Adoron is going to be collecting materials to take back to the base to start work on some biomantic projects, including bean research.
Fantastic.
Because even if we don't have the above ground base built, we have laboratories down below.
Yeah. You know what? Let's make that a forage roll. I think that's fun.
Okay.
Traveler and
What?
thought and traveler, I guess. Yeah. Should be fine.
Okay. So 7.
Ooh, that'll do it. Cool. 17 plus 7 is 24. Great. Yeah. So let's see for that's a tremendous success. Yeah, what kind of stuff are you looking for? Whatever it is, you will find it and then some.
Okay.
Cool. Fader, what do you want to do this week? Anything?
So I think this week, I think I may have, if I have time to go back to the mole rat
Yeah.
slayer. Yeah, I'm going to go back to the mole rat slayer, and just while I'm there, I'm going to basically I'm gonna start like poking around in the computer systems that we now have access to and trying to learn them and learn them better than I currently know. Basically, I want to start learning a new skill.
Okay.
So I'm thinking I'm call.
I don't know
I,
that there's a lot in the system that you don't already know. So is there something specific that you're looking at? Because you got a pretty thorough dive, I
got
think,
it.
design.
Less yeah, I think I want to try to figure out like how this stuff like works mechanically, not necessarily the system, but like how the system is built and functions. Basically, I was thinking I think I want to start learning magitechnic engineering.
Fantastic, fantastic. Yeah, I think by poking around, you can do a study on that for sure. Go ahead and make a study roll.
Okay, and if I remember correctly, that's a straight up thought roll.
Thought roll.
Oh, okay. My thought is what? My thought's a 2.
Hey,
Ooh, nat 20.
nice. Roll that one again.
Um, and another 13. So that is a 35.
Great. Well, you definitely get a success on that. So you get a success on that skill plus another new trait. Um,
Ooh,
let me take a look here. What we got? Mhm. Interesting. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Um,
um,
so you're biomanting. So yeah. Let's do this. So you've got 1 out of 3 in your biomantic engineering. And or magitechnical engineering. And I think the new skill, um, hmm, yeah. Um, yeah, so I think as a part of doing this digging around in the systems, both uh, computer-wise and physically, um, the and with the help of the mole rats, I think you are able to get see like what parts of the systems are redundant and or valuable. I think let's take a new skill, salvage. And along with that, we're going to get you a sack of a sack of biomantic gear worth 250.
okay.
And I think you, as a result of that, if you spent more time, you could probably pull more out.
Okay. I'm putting down 1 sack of biomancy equipment, 250.
Cool. And we're still minus a Modan. Cool. Let's take 10. We'll wait for Modan to come back and we'll go from there. Cool.
Mark, you're muted.
The house that I'm at has a garden in the backyard, and guess what is growing right now? We got some beans.
Ooh, nice.
So you guys did the move?
We are in the middle of the move.
Dang.
Still getting stuff set up, but
Where, may I ask where you moved to?
just like 5 minutes away from where we're staying, so we're still in East Lansing. Yep.
Landlords of the old place decided to very suddenly come back.
Yeah,
Oh, I remember you saying that.
yeah. So we got a place, so we're getting settled.
They were very quickly like, "Oh God, where are we gonna live
Uh,
now?"
no, we got super lucky. Could have been bad. Could have been bad.
Got it. Man, I hate moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
I haven't moved in I haven't moved in almost 30 years.
I hope you don't have to because
I have I have a strong disincentive to move because we paid off the mortgage.
Yeah, buddy.
Right. My internet's still being weird, although I tried fiddling with it.
cool. Yeah. So, Modan, was there anything else you wanted to? Oh, you want to get rid of your dream sickness probably in this.
Yeah, that's gonna be my next
Cool. You can just sleep that
weekly
off.
activity or whatever.
Take that right off there.
Sleep it off. Get
Yeah.
some nice regular tea from Adoron,
Just regular tea this
and just
time.
regular tea. That's all I need
No
this time.
psychoactive teas this time.
Yeah, please, no, not again.
Let's see if anything interesting happens.
It's okay, Mona.
I figure sleeping this off, I probably have some of those like just really crazy fever dreams, like when you're sick.
Mhm.
Like what's happening?
They're back again. Great. Sandwich. Yeah.
You're a very strongly grounded person. I believe this is why you're so good with beans.
Um, throughout the week, as all this is doing, I think it's probably Dolce. Dolce brings back a report. He's been out scouting, keeping an eye on things, making sure everything's cool. Very, very eager to work it. And he said that in the distance, um, he got a glimpse of those riders that had been tracking you at the Waystone.
The
They,
jerks who were trying to waylay us, but we caught them.
yeah, um, they like they're not coming close to the behemoth shell, but it seems like they are kind of like they're doing their own recon, kind of.
Hmm.
They're still out there.
I don't like them, but they also had some very powerful weapons, as I remember it.
They did, yeah. Cool. So that's that week.
Yeah, I actually, Alba Negra needs to do something too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I've been trying to decide what she would do.
Mhm.
Can this is actually a skill use. Is there any value in using her worker skill and spending a health point or two to try and work on improving the state of the equipment in the like either the computer equipment or the laboratory equipment?
In what way? Like just fixing the place up, kind of, or
Yeah.
I don't think that's a role. Yeah, because there's nothing risky about that, I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we just I can make a note that she has been doing that. That's just
Okay. Yeah, she's working on getting things functioning and so I mean Phaedra has been working on like mapping all of the network and stuff, but she's just working on the practical machine side of things.
cool. Noted. Um, yeah. It's approaching the end of Violet Month, and um, Gian finds Modan and says that he's crunched some numbers. He's gotten some word back from the home office, and they would be delighted to extend you a line of credit and recommend contractors in the area. Um, it's going to be a loan for 150,000 cash.
150,000.
Mm-hmm. And that includes establishing the trader to the Serai, which will bring in regular profits.
I'm tempted to say yes.
And I definitely
Do we want
defer to you,
do we want to
Phaedra.
can I try to negotiate this number down?
You can try to negotiate interest down. Yes.
I mean, I do hate to be under the thumb of anybody, but I suppose it's also kind of the only way to really do things like this.
Yeah.
Unless we're gonna saving up 150,000 is.
Yeah, this is the sort of thing you definitely need to like take a loan out and like repay it. But yeah, I'm going to see if I can. I am going to attempt to negotiate and see if we can either bring bring the cost down, like basically bring the cost down, like whether that means negotiating a lower interest rate or.
I think that the cost is fixed, but you can negotiate a lower interest rate for sure.
Okay, well that is what I'm going to attempt to do. I'm going to bring my I would like to bring my advertising skill into play here.
And I think that's going to be thought because you're like, and thought and charisma the same. So either way.
Yeah, I was going to say it would. I'm definitely using I think I'm using my charisma. I mean, there's no mechanical difference there. So expert is +6, charisma's 2, so I'm +8 on this roll. What am I trying to hit?
18 again, I think, for like a strong hit.
Got it. Okay. So basically I got a 50-50 chance then. I would need to roll a 10. And I rolled a 17.
That will definitely do it. Cool. 17, 18, great. He can certainly. I think he's delighted to play this game with you. And let's see. Yeah, he's willing to drop the interest down by 35%. I think that's reasonable. I think he's factored that into his calculations, knowing who you are. So like,
Got it.
definitely do. That'll definitely be fine.
Okay.
And you're co-signing on the contract, you and Modan? Or is this all Modan? Or is this the company?
I out of character. So Heath, did you intend this to be your thing, or I was thinking this would be our company?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we were talking basically kind of a combination, like
Yep.
not just the bean trade, but also our outpost and everything in one.
Exactly. Bit. Yeah, I think this is yeah. I like that. Yeah, this is the company signing on.
Great.
And I think did we decide earlier that I was like president? Did we decide that I was president of the board at some point in the past? Am I misremembering that?
I mean, it makes sense to me.
That sounds totally fine.
So yeah, I will sign it on behalf of the God, what's our caravan's name again? Triumph Ventures.
Triumph Ventures, yeah.
Fantastic. Sweet.
I'm Chief Legumador.
Put that on your business card.
There's a stack of paperwork to sign. It takes an hour or so, but all the T's are crossed and I's are dotted. Puts it away in his little briefcase, shakes your hand, and thanks you for your business. He will make the arrangements for the construction to occur over the winter then. And hire caravanners and get that underway.
Nice. So what is the figure that we ultimately have to pay off now?
You're still paying off the 150. It is at 65% interest for the year.
Child's play. We're gonna need a bigger bean farm.
So if you pay it off next year, it'll be 247.5. About that caravan. problem.
I wonder if there's a way to lure that band of raiders into the loading dock to be processed by the autovac.
Whoever wants to be responsible for the caravan, is this a conservative, normal, or risky route that you want to take?
I tend to lean towards the middle myself, but I'm open to,
Yeah, that's fair.
the other caravan. I mean, anybody else's. This is a joint venture, so.
No, I think that's good. I think that's good.
Cool. So they will set out immediately, and see when will that.
And what was the name of the bank? It was we owe this to the butcher bank.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Cool. Cool. The caravan should be back because of winter. Should be back to the shell in red month 3. All right. Done deal. Sealed and delivered. Great. Great. Love that. So it is nearing the end of Violet Month. You've got, I mean, if you want to travel, you've got 5 weeks of bad but not impossible travel if you want to do that. What are you thinking?
Well, there's basically two places that I think would make sense to go. Looking at the map, we could either try to make it back to the Serai. That's again, assuming no mishaps, assuming the weather doesn't turn, that would be a 3-week trip, and we've only got 5 weeks. Alternatively, we could try to press on to Spectrum Palace, but that is a 7-week trip, which means we would absolutely be traveling at the worst possible time.
Into the unknown.
Into the unknown.
And I mean,
And option 3 would be to hole up here in Behemoth Shell for the winter, and do what we see what we can do. I mean, there's not as much going on, but we could do stuff here.
I'd like to get back to the Serai if only to pick up. I mean, I know it's not pressing. Like, I know the delivery waiting there for me will wait there for me, but it'd also be nice to sort of take care of that business and be done with it and be like, we got it. Now it's in our goods.
Okay. I am fine with that if we wanted to. Yeah, so it's like a week. So it's a week to Fallen Umber, a week from Fallen Umber to Waystone, and then a week from Waystone to the Last Serai.
Yeah. That good with you?
That good with you, Teal?
Yeah. Like I said, Albanegra is going to stay here because she's working on getting a lab up and running.
Mhm.
Okay.
And I guess Adoron, at some point, Adoron wants to maybe speak with that other great power, but it doesn't have to be right away.
The one in the floating city?
Yeah.
That's a 4-day trip. You could theoretically still do it and make it back in time if you want.
I will leave it to you. Do you want to do this now, or do we want to do it after, like in the spring after we come back?
I think after we come back, because we have things in motion now that if for some reason I like incite a disaster, I don't want to interrupt what we're doing, especially now that we have debt again.
That's right. And Newt is going to stay back with Aldenega at the.
Okay. Let me make a note of the caravan that we've got 2 fewer mouths to feed.
Are on the road, then. Who would like to make our first misfortune roll to follow?
Yeah, just as a comment, Alba Negra has, because Newt has some sort of ultra or some other kind of overlord type figure within their consciousness, Alba Negra watches Newt very carefully because as a Redlander, she is pretty much against the overlords.
Yeah, for sure. Cool.
I can make it with my danger sense.
Yeah, go for it.
Gives a little extra boost on it.
It's
21.
hey, where? Cool. Let me find.
I think I swallowed a gnat.
We're going to ooh. So going through follow number, it is you got a 21, you said?
Yes.
Great. Yeah, that'll work. So this is the it is it is normally kind of dry and dusty there. All the fungal the chitin stuff there. Zooming. Great. But it is cold and wet now. And so it's a little bit more gross, I think, as the sort of fungal blooms start getting rehydrated. And one morning, traveling through Umber, when you wake up with a fungal infection on your skin, like on the back of your arm, kind of like going up your shoulder. It seems like it would be easy to remove. Would you like to do that? It's kind of like a black mold. Looks like growing on your arm.
Damn, with a 21. I can't roll much better.
Adoron comes over and looks at it.
I mean, I'm definitely curious, but I'm like,
yeah.
Is this? I feel like I should probably remove this, but
one moment. So Adoron's going to see if they can get like a. Actually, Adoron is going to take the teacup, connect to the actually Adoron's gonna I wonder if, I don't have a okay, I know how to do this. Adoron's gonna jack into the teacup. Then Adoron's going to extend one of their eyeballs on a stalk and then examine it and send the data through to Alba Negra and thus what is this?
That's great.
it's like a telemed appointment.
Yeah. She hasn't seen anything like it before.
Is there any way I can think of that? I'm torn because like I feel like the natural instinct is that we should get this off of me. But there's some weird part of me that's like, there's strange things in the grasslands
Strange things are afoot at the Circle Grasslands.
that sometimes are not what you think or don't, sometimes things that you think can be bad turn out to be good or good turn out
Well,
to
I
be
mean,
bad. And
it's up to you if you want to let this thing sort of run its course or see what happens. I mean, I do have access to some magical healing.
Right. I mean, Adoron certainly will watch it to check its course using their biomantic skills, and if by some chance at some point Albanegra can figure out what it might be, that would be, if you're willing to just wait a little bit to see how it unfolds. Because it does seem sort of curious.
exactly, Modan's not. He's very puzzled as to why he's even considering another option other than removing this fungal infection. That seems like the obvious answer. Fungal infection, you remove that. But part of him
But there's something telling you there's something telling you that you want it.
Yeah, there's something like, well, let's again.
It feels real good, man.
Such strange things in the grassland that maybe this, who knows, maybe this is more than a simple fungal infection. So I think he'll leave it, as much as he wants to scrape it off. It's like, let's keep an eye on me. Let's see what happens over the next day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That evening.
Or yeah, whenever.
You when you're sleeping in your dreams, there is a dark figure. It looks almost like a big, like a giant, like black spider almost. It doesn't feel threatening. And it says, I've been waiting for you for a very long time.
This is in my dreams, you said, while I'm sleeping?
Dreams, this giant friendly spider. Because I've been waiting for you for a long time. If you wish to join with me, we can help each other.
You've been waiting for me specifically, or just someone?
Just you. I will not enter your mind without permission.
What is your intent?
I will just live inside you.
Is that beneficial to you? Does that help you in some way?
I will live.
What do you get out of the deal?
If I had tried to remove you, would that have been harmful to you?
I would have asked you not to. And I would have continued waiting.
And what was that last part?
I would have continued waiting.
And you think that we could help each other?
I think that we could help each other.
Then let us see where this journey goes.
All right. In the morning, you wake up and it is gone.
Ooh.
But you feel more lucid. In fact, you now have an extra space to store an additional skill or a mental ability, as if your thought was one higher. How did that happen on this sheet? I don't know. Maybe make a note. I'll make a note.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll put a little note in there.
Note.
This space free. And I definitely tell everybody what happened just to be like, I don't think there's anything to worry about, but I feel like you should all know.
Yeah, probably.
Just in case there's unforeseen effects of this that I do not.
Yeah.
That is pretty much everything we do here. Unforeseen effects.
There is that.
Phaedrid, you have the ability to scan for consciousnesses now. Maybe you could scan Modan to see if Modan has more than one consciousness.
I was honestly just thinking of doing the same thing.
Do I have
So
a buddy?
yes.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no role involved there. There is definitely a second consciousness inside his physical brain.
Whoa.
Modan, welcome to the multiplicity.
It seemed
I'm
like
starting to feel
very...
I'm starting to feel left out here, but at the same time, I think I'm fine just being the only one that lives in my brain. Thank you very much.
You have that glove.
Yeah,
I got the glove. The glove is not sentient, but it is actually physically part of my body now.
I'll let you know if I...
At least I don't think it's sentient.
How do you know it's not sentient?
I mean, it hasn't tried to like send me. It hasn't tried to communicate with me telepathically yet, and it has pretty much done what I've asked it to do.
Yeah.
I'll let you know if this other consciousness wants to be if I need to start being addressed by a different name or dual names. This is all new to me.
You know, you plural.
Most by.
Oh,
So many friends.
So many friends. Speaking of friends, as you travel through Fallen Umber, through the abandoned plantations and whatnot, you've been through here a few times, so there's a well-traveled path that you know. Who has... Oh, shame she's not there. I guess that would be Modan then. Yeah, you're an expert traveler. Modan, can I get a... I'm going to need a roll with thought plus traveler, I think. Just looking for a 12.
Expert is what is expert plus what?
Plus 6.
Plus my thought, which is 2, so plus 8 total. There you go. How about 23?
That's great. Your keen senses and experience tell you immediately by the the sort of unusual cleanliness of the trail, as if someone had been covering their tracks, that there is an ambush waiting for you on the trail. Probably, half a dozen somebodies, but there is definitely someone laying in wait for you there. You could add a day to go around, or you could do something.
Well, we could
ambush the ambushers.
I was going to say we could like pull the caravan off the road, and then those of us with fighting abilities could circle around and like go up like circle around and like parallel the road and try to ambush the ambushers, as you said.
What if I lead the caravan down the path so that they anticipate success while those of you who have better fighting skills catch them off guard after they expose themselves.
Oh, I love it. So spring
That's
the
what I was
so
thinking too,
spring the
yeah.
I love it. Spring the trap, but be absolutely ready for it because we know what's coming.
Well, and if you are positioned behind them,
Yeah.
then they
Mhm.
will not anticipate.
Mm.
So, yeah, we
I
get to
love it.
drop on them after they ambush the caravan.
I love it. Yeah, let's do that.
Fantastic.
Autocar can be involved in this too.
Now, do you want to take any of the NPCs with you? Because
I
a
think
couple of them are pretty competent.
let's definitely take Audakar with us.
Yeah.
Dolce's like, me, please, please, please.
Put me in, coach. Put me in, coach.
Who says that?
Audakar.
Audakar.
Autocar.
Dolce, yeah. Yeah.
What about my friend the Moon Witch?
Well, Dolce could go.
Does Moon Witch want to stay with the caravan
Yeah.
and want to come be part of the ambushers?
Santana might want to come with us too. She's pretty competent.
So who all is going to spring the trap?
Yep.
Well, I'm leaving it up to Moon Witch which way
Yeah.
she wants to go. Does she
Yeah,
want to stay
so
with the caravan or come
So
with
yeah,
us?
so Phaedra and Modan are definitely going. We're bringing Audakar. We're bringing Santana. We're bringing Audakar.
Yeah,
So
for
what
sure.
about Dolce? Why don't you take Dolce too, and then the Moon Witch and I can stay here.
So you're going there with Vec?
Does that sound reasonable?
Works for me.
Or do you want the Moon Witch with you, Modan? I mean, we still have the animal groomer.
Yep.
She's still kind of a mystery, so that's why I was leaving it up to her. I don't really know what her abilities are or where she feels most comfortable.
Yeah, she's fine going with the caravan.
Yeah. Cool.
I mean, if she's going to be your NPC to run, you sort of need to decide.
Well, my impression, the discussion I had with Mark was that friend is not an NPC to run. It's still an NPC. It's just like my pets. They
Yeah,
don't take
they're
up
like
a
a
slot.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
it's not
okay.
actually
Okay.
my NPC. It's
Yeah.
I mean,
You
it's not
have
actually
more
my
of a say over them, I think, but yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, cool. And, they're not going to run off or anything, basically. Cool, yeah.
They're not going to run off. They're not going to stab us in the back
Yeah,
if they're your friend, so we can trust them.
So we're doing
Oh,
Adoron,
cool.
Moon Witch, and Animal Groomer in the caravan, and then Santana, Dolce, Audakar, Faded, and Modan ambushing the ambushers.
Yes, that is the plan.
Great. Cool. So you blithely go through there, and when you get basically through the this particular batch of plantations, a great folk guy steps out in front of the road, and like puts up his hand. He says, "Travelers, stop."
Adoron walks up to the front, takes out his teacup. Welcome. May I help you?
And when you do that, 4 other great folk come out, from like 2 from either side. They've got like bolt rifles. They're not wearing armor or anything. It looks like they're kind of wearing like robes made from some sort of skin. And the one who stopped you, like the other ones, kind of, they don't level their rifles at you, but they they are at the ready. And the one up front says, "Are you merchants?
Yes.
You're going to have to unload those wagons for us."
Is there something wrong with our transportation?
It looks fine to me.
Then why would we unload the wagons?
You've got a good point. Do you want to pull them for us now or after we kill you?
You're going to kill us.
I can't make a golem out of a living person.
And I think when he says, "Well, we're going to have to kill you,"
I think that's time.
I think that is the cue for the ambush the ambushers
Yeah.
party to attack.
Cool.
And
Tell me, you
I
guys
think
will have supplies.
and honestly, we are not I mean, we're okay, but we are not like, we're not a military unit. So I think our battle plan is basically
Get 'em.
get them.
Yeah, I mean, my gut instinct is immediate fear and intimidation with perhaps a shot from a radiation gun.
Great, great.
I'm gonna go with my tried and true attack spell.
And which are pretty damn good. An auto car has a mighty roar.
Mighty roar. Let me
And everything else is
stats for these guys. Great.
And you said there was like the one guy on the road, and how many? You said there were
4 more.
4 more. Okay,
yeah, I think 2 came from each side.
cool. I know what I'm gonna do.
Great. Cool. Who would like to do their thing first?
I am happy to go.
All right. What do you
So,
do?
so Adoron, Phaedrid says, like when the guy says like well, I mean, well, I guess I mean like before or after we kill you. And I think Adoron, I keep saying Adoron. Phaedrid says, I think Phaedrid doesn't even like say anything. He just like steps forward and begins his chanting in the arcane tongue of the long long ago. Makes arcane gestures in the air as like colored lights surround them as like runes appear, he traces runes in the air, and and then says a final word in a stern tone, puts his hand on his forehead, and then stretches out with 3 fingers, and multicolored rays of light shoot from Phaedrid's fingers. One hits the guy on the road, and the other 2 hit each one of the 2 riflemen on our side of the road.
Cool.
So I am overcharging to hit 3 targets.
Awesome.
And that is going to cost me 4 life.
That will. I'm actually going to need you to roll for this one.
Ooh.
You're going to be rolling plus plus aura plus wizard. You're just going to need a 13.
Okay, I'm rolling aura and wizard. Okay. So that's going to be plus 10.
3 or better will do it.
That is an 18.
Fantastic. As you're doing that, you sense that they are warded in some way.
Ooh.
And in fact, ooh. Cool. Yikes. One of the ones on the, can you roll damage for one of them?
Roll damage for one of them. Okay. Bad roll. So that's 3 plus 1 for each point of. Let me make sure I got this right. So that's going to be 3 points plus 1 point for every level, charisma, aura, and thought point of the target.
So adding +4 there.
Okay, so that's 7. So it's 7 life.
Oh geez. Okay. Yeah, that smacks him, like some of it like splashes off of him a little bit. And the other two turn their rifles and like pull them apart and like do a like one of these gestures with them. And the tragic missile just bounces off of this, like they've drawn like this sigil in the air.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah. These guys are also wizards of some kind. They are great folk, but they are doing some sort of bad magic as well. Who's next?
Guess that's gonna be me.
Magic is not defend against radiation, however. So, tell me what you got. You're rolling against the 13 again with agility. I assume if you're using your radiation gun.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember where the fuck do I have it on my sheet. Oh, is it? Oh, it's that's right, because I have it in my secret pocket. My secret pocket.
Your pocket.
3d8.
I need to roll to hit first.
Oh, that's 3d8 is the damage. That's right.
Yep.
D20 plus agility plus skill. You're a fighter, so that's a +3.
I'm a fighter now. Yeah. Sure.
So a D20 plus 4, you're looking for a 13.
D20 plus 4. D20 plus 4. Come on, big bucks, go whammy! That's kind of a whammy. That's a 10.
10.
But we're gonna use a hero motherfucking die on that. Because I really want to hit somebody.
I want to hit somebody.
So that's 10 so far.
Need a 3.
You need 3. There you do it. That does it.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Pew, pew, pew. 18.
18. Great. Which one were you shooting at?
Did any one of them strike me as the leader, or like the guy?
The one in front, but otherwise they're all.
Yeah, I would guess that one, the one who
issued the challenge.
Before or after I kill you.
Great. Yeah, that does a lot of damage to him.
Is this like the Star Trek original series where the beam hits him, he freezes, and then his silhouette turns yellow, and then he's just not there.
And then he's like, "Oh man." He's still there, however.
He's still there. Okay.
Jesus, that's not good.
Whoa. Okay, these guys are tough.
Not good.
Yeah. Let's have. What do you want Otakar to do about it?
Well, I mean, I think Otakar is generally now that lethal force has been unleashed, I think Otakar is probably just going to like run up and try to maul the closest one.
Fantastic.
I mean, he's a bear, right?
It does feel like what he would do. Unless he has some things up his sleeve we don't know about or something. But
do you want him to maul the one you did damage to, or the undamaged one?
Probably the one we did damage to try to like start taking them out.
Yeah.
Because when it gets to their turn, I'm thinking things aren't going to go so well.
Exactly. I'll be right back.
These guys are way tougher than I was anticipating.
Yeah. Cool. Otakar, do a roll for Otakar. It's going to be +4, looking for a 13.
I can roll.
I'm not sure how much damage a bear does. I don't think we've had to do that yet.
Otakar rolled an 11, and you said it was +4.
So yeah, that totally works. Oh, I know. He roll for him.
I don't know. 2d8?
D12.
What, D12? D12. That was only a 2.
Only a two. You could use a hero die on that if you wanted to.
You know, I think I am going to use a hero die on that. Another one.
Hmm. 3 big points of damage. Um,
That's pathetic.
wow. He
That
does.
was a max. That was a maximum of 18, and we did 3.
Yeah. Adding 4 to that too, so that's gonna be
Oh,
7.
add 4 to that. Okay.
Oh, wait,
So, well, that's 7.
yeah. Great, great. He gets some
And
good
again,
stuff
that
on
and again that was the one that was the one that we had previously damaged.
it. Yeah. Um, cool. I think did anyone give Dolce a weapon?
Yeah, I believe Dolce has a rifle, most likely.
Yeah, yeah, it probably has one of the scavenger bolters.
Great. I will roll for Dolce.
Yeah, as does Centena.
Hmm. Dolce fires wildly.
That's about right. We're trying to give him some actual experience. He'll either
He's getting it all right.
he's getting it. Whether or not he'll live through this one is a question, but
And what is Centena doing? Centena also has a rifle.
yeah,
Yeah.
and she's level 2, so she's a little tougher.
Ooh, Centena just. Oh yeah. Rifles D8. Is that right?
Think
Yes. Or let me double check. Oh, I don't have it written down there. Let me hop over to the book.
Good stuff.
yeah.
Combat gear. Ranged weapon. Scavenger bolter is D10.
Then
Okay. Oh, okay.
is there a reload on it?
Scavenger bolter. Rugged, tough, notorious, easily to fix. Not the most accurate.
Cool.
Medium, reload 10. Two-handed, clumsy.
Cool. So yeah, she's gonna do some damage. Ooh, that's good. Is that? Oh yeah. She is a way better shot than Dolce, and she puts a round straight through that wizard's head, and they go down. But you hear her swearing because the rifle has jammed. She's got to take a minute to clear that, unfortunately. But she's taken down one of the great folk guys. Um, Adoron and or anyone with you?
So I don't know, Keith, if you want to do the Moon Witch.
Does Moon Witch have something she can do? I mean, if she would, I would think anybody who can do something in this situation would be trying to do something.
Did you give them any weapons?
I mean, I would imagine probably. We had a bunch of scavenger bolters in the caravan.
Bolters for everyone?
I guess, yeah. I know
Bolters for everyone who wants one, pretty much. I think we've got like 5 of them.
Cool. Go ahead and if you wanted to shoot, go ahead and shoot. If you wanted to try something else, you could figure something else out.
I mean, powers are way cooler if she has any. I still know I have.
If we
She's a mystery.
She's a mystery. Maybe she could try and throw up a ward. You want to establish that?
Love it.
Cool. Make a roll for me. Just looking for a 12. We're adding 1.
17 plus 1 is 18.
That will do it. Okay, great. Let me see. What would that look like? So she kind of like raises her hands and look this up here. There we go. Yeah, and basically you see her kind of like glow, almost like as if in moonlight. So she has to have some sort of ward.
Okay.
Um,
Adoron's going to do something dangerous.
go for it. Yeah.
So first of all, Adoron's a little ahead of the rest of the caravan. So Adoron's going to start walking towards them,
Mhm.
and Adoron's going to open their mind to the rebuilder and allow the rebuilder to scream through them.
Oh my God. That is going to be dangerous. All right.
Might take everybody out, you know.
That is definitely going to be dangerous. Wow. Cool. Cool, 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 cool.
What could possibly go wrong?
Possibly go wrong. So we're looking for a 20. Um, we're going to be rolling aura plus rebuilder. So that's a +3. Or an 18. I think we're looking for
3. Okay. Oh, okay. This can be a lot of
okay, so that's a 7.
Okay, so at the moment I'm at 7, so I need 11 more.
Mhm.
Okay.
And I want to hear what each of these hero dice does.
I was wondering. So I think that initially what's going on is that Adoron's having a hard time opening up to the rebuilder.
Mhm.
And Adoron's got their teacup out as always. So Adoron's going to um, basically sort of move more into the noosphere where it's easier to allow this to happen. So the first one is taking a sip of tea, which calms Adoron.
Mhm.
Great. Only 10 more. The second one is opening, basically entering the noosphere. Oh, shoot. Oh, no.
Okay, that's a 9.
9. This is not likely happening at the moment. What else can Adoron do? Um, uh, Actually, Adoron is going to take their consciousness and step out of their body using Holy Diver. Ooh. I got one more die. What am I up to? 11 plus 3 is 14.
14, yep.
And I need another 4. Okay, so what could I do? We've stepped out of our body. And I guess out of their body, Adoron would just be so Adoron doesn't necessarily need to kill anybody with this. Adoron's just trying to create a distraction. And so Adoron's basically going to just focus their attention in the direction of the rebuilder and say, just say hello. Hello.
Would this cause them? Would that cause them to drop their wards? Oh, wait.
Well, if they not them, I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to the rebuilder. Oh, I'm one off.
Is there any way I could help?
So let me tell you what happens without help.
Okay.
Adoron's mouth opens. How bad is this? I think with a 17 is not as bad. I'm going to roll for each of them. Let's see this. There's 4 of them left.
Because I was going to say, only missed by 1 and blew a whole lot of resources here.
Okay. 2 of them turn to dust. The one that was blocking the road, and the other one that was on your side, dusted. Adoron also turns to dust.
Okay.
There is a this is the not the Star Trek skeleton, but just like dusted. But when your body goes away, a crystal falls to the ground, clinks in the middle of the road. I don't know if you were aware that this was part of you. It must have been hidden inside your core.
Oh, okay. So it's not okay. So it's not the core itself, but just a crystal from within the core.
That was within the core.
Interesting. Hmm.
I'm not
Wow.
even going to make a morale roll for the other two. They if they can. They
So the two of them had wished they'd worn their brown pants.
yeah, or any pants at all, in fact. Um, they take off. They make a break for it. Do you chase them or try to attack them as they're leaving?
So tempted, but
I am tempted. I am tempted because they were dangerous opponents and they were waylaying travelers.
I feel like yeah, in the heat of battle, just because they are dangerous, I mean, I don't know. We don't know. Like, would they just run away? Would they run away and come back with reinforcements? Not
Yeah,
knowing, I feel like I would take a shot at them
Um,
in the heat of the moment.
let me just get one roll from Modan plus charisma plus fighter.
Christmas 3. My fighter is 3, right? Per skill. It's +6 total. Is that right?
That sounds right, yeah.
16.
Fantastic. They all go down. Between the rest of you with your rifles, they're running. They're not putting up any resistance. You shoot them in the back, and they fall.
I was going to say, and including yeah, Phaedra drew his new like porcelain pistol and has taken a few shots with that.
Yeah, yeah,
And I think this is the first time he's tried to operate this thing in anger.
yeah, yeah. So there are 3 intact bodies. They have robes made out of skin. Upon closer inspection, pretty clear it's human skin. These were, and again, like when Phaedra gets up close, these are clearly necromancers. Um, also evidenced by the vehicles they had hidden, one on either side of the road. On either side of the road is, let me double check which one this is.
Oh, is this like a necro wagon?
It is. It is.
Those are so disgusting.
It is. Meat crawler, not a meat crawler. Well, I guess it's just the one.
I was going to say, and there's a picture of it in the UVG guide. Let me see if I can find it.
It's not as bad as that one. It is a single bonework golem wagon. So it's not flesh zombies porting human centipede, but it is a large vehicle made of bone. It is level 8, if that needs to be a thing. It can carry 12 sacks, and it is slow.
What does slow mean? It adds like a day to it adds like extra time to travel.
I believe it does. Yes, I can double check that since we haven't had any slow stuff.
We now have a necro wagon.
You have a necromancer. And they don't need fuel or grazing or anything.
However, I assume they do need someone who knows necromancy.
Golem vehicles use near inexhaustible radiothermal batteries. Each lasts for decades.
Wow. Okay then.
Yeah, but they are slow. And I do believe they will add some time to your travel. They are also valuable. So if you want to just unload
If
it,
we wanted to just sell it,
yeah, they're worth 4,000.
I imagine, yeah, imagine that's the way to go. Considering, like, I'm guessing it also would people like not look favorably upon our caravan if it had a necro wagon in it?
Yeah,
Oh, they don't care.
it's just a vehicle.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, just happens to be made of bone.
Just happens to be slow AF.
Yeah, a little bit slow.
and it has a capacity of 12 sacks.
A capacity of 12 sacks.
Can they be modified to not be slow?
You know what? They probably can be at a price. For moving this little things. So yeah, how do you want to deal with that? And how does someone go take care of Modan's crystal or Adoron's crystal?
I mean, first and foremost, I'm gonna go over and like look at what happened to Modan and if he's like a pile of dust.
Not even a pile, like just a crystal. And in fact, as you go, like the several feet radius around where he was, you can still kind of hear the like reverb of the scream. Because he rolled almost high enough, while we're not caught in the scream, it could have been bad.
Got it. I will pick up the crystal. Oh, actually, before I pick up the crystal, I am going to hold my gloved hand over it. And I will attempt to scan the noosphere.
Fantastic. Let me get an aura plus.
Scan the noosphere is a skill that my glove has.
Yeah. Yeah, let me just get a straight aura roll.
Straight aura roll? Does the scan skill come into play?
Yeah, you know what? If that's skill,
that is literally the skill. Scan the noosphere at skilled.
I think that just allows you to do it. I don't think you get the bonus to it.
Oh, okay. Okay. I will roll it. So my aura is +4. So it's a 17.
Great. You do in the noosphere detect sentience in there, a personality. It does have the same like fingerprint as Adoron.
I will pick up the crystal.
Great.
So I have a question, and that is, did the teacup survive?
Oh.
Is it just sitting there?
You know what? I think it did.
I'd like to think just cinematically, if it survived, that like the teacup dropped to the ground and the crystal landed in it.
I love it.
Or bounced into it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, that's fantastic. I don't think any of the mundane items did, though.
Yeah.
You can pick up three sweet rifles that are kind of bolter-ish, but have some sort of something going on with them.
Okay. Yeah,
Throw
might
them
as
in the
well.
necro wagon.
In the necro wagon. And if you want to peel the skin robes off of them, you can do that too.
I was gonna say I'm gonna see if they had anything else of value or interest on them.
That's pretty much it. They were hoping to fill up that wagon with whatever you had. So
Is there any reason for us to haul the bodies back to be like these people attacked us or anything? It's like any accountability or anything?
no, probably not. I mean, they're necromancers, so maybe they could be brought back for punishment, but
Yeah, and these are robes made of human skin.
they're robes made of human skin.
And
A
I assume that is there any like is there any magical quality to them?
quick noospheric scan seems to indicate they have some sort of warding on them.
I ain't putting that thing on.
So that's your call. They may be frowned upon as trade goods, however.
Ah, so of no use to us.
Yeah, I
Burn
think
them.
we'll.
Let's burn them.
I was gonna say, I think let's dig some shallow graves and bury them in their robe.
Bastards.
Um, Dolce is half ecstatic, half terrified, still kind of in shock.
Well, that could have gone really badly.
That could have gone really badly.
So do we know in game like what happened to Adoron? Like, do we know what that was? Do we know what that scream was, or do we are we just aware of that Adoron screamed, people disintegrated, and
I
he
think
was gone?
Including Adoron.
you've seen. I mean, you've seen the tower from not the scream direction. Y'all have had some like that's where he picked up the scream originally. You've had those kind of like garbled voices in your head at the Serai before. So I think it's a reasonable logical jump to assume that it has something to do with the rebuilder. And that's what happens to people that look at the death facing tower. So yeah, I think it's not a huge leap to be like, oh, that was a tower.
Wow.
And like they've told you all about all the rebuilder stuff. So I don't think it's a secret.
So I'm looking at this. I'm holding this Adoron crystal, and I'm thinking we're still carrying around that.
I was thinking same
We're still
thing.
carrying around that like replacement
Lesser
body,
body.
the lesser body.
Which is better than nobody, I would think.
Yeah, but that was for a whole core. Like that requires a whole core to
Oh.
operate. This is just a crystal that must have been at the center of the core.
Oh, okay, so this is like just like the personality crystal.
Yeah. I've achieved the state of the pure seed.
Well, yeah, I guess I will I will wrap the crystal in some, in some cloth to make sure that it's, well insulated, and I'll put it in my wizard satchel.
Mm-hmm.
And at that, I'm going to attempt to figure out how to operate the necro wagon.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. It's a car, just like pull on this bone here, press that bone there, the legs start to go. It is slow going and will add a little bit of time, but not tons.
As long as we still get there before winter hits.
Yeah, I think it's just
does it add like 1 day a week, if I remember correctly, is what slow does?
Yeah. It doesn't have any extra adjectives on it, so I think.
I think. Let me double check to see what slow does.
Yeah, it should just add 1 day per week. So I think
that's 1 day per week. Okay.
Yeah, 1 day per adjective. It's like has other slowy adjectives on it, but it's just slow. So
okay.
Good thing. Adoron doesn't consume supplies this week. If everyone could just be crystals, traveling would be a lot cheaper.
I'm now thinking of that episode of Star Trek: The Original Series, where the aliens from the Andromeda Galaxy like zapped people into like little like D20s or something like that.
Crusty balls. Great. So that's that week.
Well, that was interesting.
That was Violent 4. Continuing on, where are we at with time? We're still good, depending on how things happen. Let's go ahead and make, if we're going up to, what's the next stop?
So let's see. We are currently at we were going from Paul. Okay, yeah. So that was our trip from Behemoth Shell to Fallen Umber.
Yeah.
So now we're going from Fallen Umber to Waystone Graveyard.
So go ahead and mark off supplies. Someone else make a misfortune roll. Y'all have had very, very good luck with random encounters up till just now.
Up till then.
Phaedron's up, is that right?
Yeah,
I haven't rolled yet. I can roll for misfortune. Give me just a moment to like figure out the caravan stuff.
Do you want me to roll it while you're doing that?
Yeah, go for it.
Because there's no way I could create misfortune. Okay, misfortune roll 18. Yep.
Yeah, again, you're traveling through the rust storms. You got yourselves all wrapped up and goggled. It's still cold and wet, but you get through there safely. And who surprised who? Jeez.
Another bad one.
It is. Yeah. So riding up behind you, before you even notice, you didn't hear the hoofbeats this time. It's that band of riders, 4 of them. And they pull like basically right up on you. I think like either you're figuring out the wagon, grieving, trying to figure out whatever it is. They found some way to disguise their hoofbeats. And they basically just like ride up straight through like the middle of the caravan. They are again kind of like wrapped in these like kind of like almost like Nazgul looking, only like guys, right? Got these big they're calling them lances. They're like big guns that were basically pulled off of a machine. And they're kind of like circling the caravan, and it looks like they are looking you over. Like they've given up kind of scouting from a distance, and they're just kind of like circling around.
And this is in the rust yards, right? So
rust yards, yeah. So they're like kicking up like rusty, dusty. Like everyone's all, both you and them are all wrapped and goggled. And one of them pulls down her goggles, and she's just got like it looks like not desiccated, like really like alligator-y skin. Their horses have definitely been biomanced something. And she kind of like pulls it down and looks at each of you in the eyes. Do you do anything?
I think I will ask, who are you and what are your intentions?
Um, she just turns back to the other riders, shakes her head, pulls up her mask, and like does this, and they ride. They take off back to where they came from, but they like definitely like gave you a hard look over and did not seem to find what they were looking for.
Okay, well, these were not the merchants you were looking for.
Yeah, but they were armed to the teeth. However, it was probably good that you did not have what they wanted.
I would have gone down flaming. I don't even care. I'm mad right now.
Yeah,
I've been
I'm
like,
mad
we'll
that we.
destroy this caravan before you take it.
Yeah, we're pretty angry that our, that our longtime companion is now a crystal.
Better a crystal than nothing.
That's true.
I'm glad I didn't get. I'm glad we saw that through because there was a moment when I was real tempted to get trigger happy and be like, "Well, I bet I can take one of them out before they kill us."
Um, cool. Unless there's something else you want to do here, we can
We're not. Yeah, I
go
don't think we
for
want to.
a
Yeah, I don't think we're interested in continuing to explore this. So
Yeah, we need to
take the
get
dull way
to
over
Serai and
there.
yeah, let's move on. Let's just keep traveling. Push on to the Serai. The weather's terrible, and we really want to get there before before the winter storms kick in.
And you are in fact in Snowbringer 1 right now. It is grueling and freezing, but still we can do it. Who would like to roll misfortune?
Oh, I guess I can do it.
This is going to be at a -4 because of the weather.
and those have to be distributed amongst us, right? Like I can't just roll every time since I have a bonus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I have a bonus here, so this is just D20 -4. Like no skill or thing comes into play here.
No.
Okay. Well, that is a 0.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Wait, what? How do you get a 0? What?
It's a -4. I rolled a 3.
Oh, minus.
Oh,
So it's a -1.
-1. And this is for the Sarai.
Wait, why do we get a -4?
because of the weather.
Oh,
So
already.
we almost made it to Sarai.
Okay. Yeah, this makes sense. Let me make one more.
We get caught in a blizzard.
No, no. Interesting. Let's see.
Another band of necromancers. Damn it.
And necromancers.
They're coming to avenge their
avenge them,
fallen
yeah.
friends.
And they've got that other group of assholes in tow as well.
All our enemies are now coming gunning for us at once.
As you approach the Sarai, it looks like the last batch of travelers before winter comes in is straggling in. There's kind of a lineup, and there is a porcelain patrol. It's not black mask, black helmet. What's his name? Not the one you're friends with. This is a new batch of half a dozen princes.
Okay.
They are stopping people coming into Sarai, and when after a cold hour or so of waiting your turn, they would like to look over any trade goods you have and see if there are any that are semi-legal.
Trade goods that we have. We don't have a lot of trade goods at the moment.
Don't forget to mark off supplies for this.
I do have to mark off supplies. That's true.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of that. Yeah, wow, you're running kind of low.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we were.
Yeah, I don't think any of that. They are basically like going to take a toll on anything that is not super legit.
Just
But
customs, basically.
At the moment, we don't have any trade goods.
it looks like you are.
We just loaded up on supplies and are taking a couple of empty carts.
Yeah, you have a sack of equipment, some biology matter, some miscellaneous stuff. But
It's a
Yep.
necro wagon.
We do have a necro wagon,
yeah, that's fine. That's just a thing.
and like yeah, I guess the only thing that might be weird is that ultra communication
Yeah, they do look at that.
thing, but
There's no radiation guns in secret pockets or anything like that.
They're not going to find your secret pocket.
No.
and I mean, honestly, I would have tried to stow that to keep that someplace safe. It's not just sitting in a sack.
Let me get a.
I should teach you the ways of being a pocket master.
Let me get a charisma roll from favorite from that.
Oh, I'm sorry. What roll?
Charisma.
Charisma. Okay.
Chatties.
Yeah, I don't think any of my skills are going to come into play here. So charisma is +2, and I rolled an 8. +2 is a 10.
I think they do have the ability to find it. It does give off quite an aura. And they ask you what it is, where you got it.
I say it is actually out of character. Mark, could you refresh me like who gave it to us again? Because I the player am blanking on it.
Yeah,
Someone
it was
I had talked to.
super creepy guy at the Shell, I think, right? With the black eyes.
Yeah, I remember. All I remember was like I talked to him, and then I went back to the caravan and said, "Hey, are we interested in buying this thing off him for like 7,000?" And we did. That's all I really remember.
Not helpful.
Yeah, so I'm going to say that I'm going to say that we
Let me see if I have notes on this.
Dente,
We're talking about the.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Rian Iverdente. He did the rest of his adventuring party was destroyed, and he blamed this. He was taking it back to the Violet City to basically try and hide it, but he thought that you were going to be the one that was going to do better with it. Yeah, he was like real creepy, like flat black eyes. Yeah,
and he was also like I remember. He was basically he was like retiring or something. That's why he was selling. He was like, I'm getting out of the game. And
yeah, and he's the one that took the spell out of your head in exchange for it, right?
Oh yeah.
No? Was it him or no? That was somebody else.
No, that was the glove. That was the glove. No.
Yeah, that was the glove.
This.
Yeah. It was somebody who was retiring to the.
I just remember it was like $7,000. That's all I remember.
6,000.
We bought it. We bought it off of him.
Yeah, he was going home to Dawnstone.
Right.
That's the only note I have for him.
So that's the soul scanner that we're talking about.
Yep.
The ultra communicator. Yeah.
The ultra communication device.
Oh, that thing. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting that and the glove mixed up. I got you.
They are going to want a fee on that one. How much is it worth?
Oh, the fee is I don't melt your face.
We got it for 6,000.
Got it for 6.
But I believe it was 7,000 originally.
They're going to ask for a 1,200 cash tax on that one to bring it in.
1,200 cash?
Yeah.
We bought it here.
Well, would you like to try and negotiate that?
Yeah, I'm going to try to negotiate that.
Yeah,
we bought. I mean, I'm pretty. I thought we bought it. I thought we bought it at the Serai, not at before we went back to Behemoth Shell.
We did.
Extortion, like a criminal ring. I thought the Serai was better than this.
Haven't been here for a while, I guess. Great. Let's do your ad exec plus charisma.
Okay, add exec plus charisma. So that's going to be plus 8. 14 plus 8 is a 22.
Oh, so you guys are from Triumph. They're the ones. They're the ones that knew Pookie. Oh yeah. You know what? You guys are all right. Um, yeah. Just don't use that in here. All right.
Wasn't planning. We weren't planning to.
Cool. Move along. Move along.
Not the droids we're looking for.
What the hell are you looking for? Great. You did that. You did that. Right, right. And that was yeah, no need to do anything there. Great. You're at the Serai. It is
Huzzah!
that. Do you want to? We're coming up on time. Let's do all the Serai stuff next week, and we'll probably just kind of run through winter. And yeah, we'll just have y'all enter the city and roll credits here.
Got it. And one thing that I think we're going to want to do next time is find a new body for Adoron.
Hopefully a thing we can do.
Let's see. You did that. 1, 2, 3. Great. 300 experience for everyone, I think it is.
Oh, so close.
400 because you got an extra week in there.
Yay! Level up finally.
Great. And let's do some stars and wishes going across the keeper. Start with Mike.
Sure. Wow, what an adventure. So big star to Teal for like putting it all on the line and invoking the dread arcane power of the Rebuilder to take out our enemies. And well, it did take out most of our enemies. I'm sorry it took out you. We got so close by burning all those dice. But yeah, big star for that. Big star for that decision. And like, honestly, having a character just like having characters like die for all intents and purposes. I mean, you're not dead because we've got your personality crystal, but I mean, we are playing an OSR game, right? Where death is often on the line. So yeah, I just think that's a really interesting result from bad dice rolls, but big star for like going for it and making that very risky decision. That's there's just some. I think there was so much story and so much plot that is going to come out of that decision.
Yes.
And I'm really looking forward to seeing where that goes. Yeah, start a Heath for the whole we're gonna we'll start a Heath for that negotiation with the banker and our like setting that scene up and deciding that okay, yeah, again, we are going to build a base here and this is the kind of base we're going to do, and yeah, it's going to be 150,000, but we're we are Triumph Ventures. We know how to make money. And yeah, start to you, Mark, for like putting up with our bullshit.
It's the best. Any wishes?
I am really curious. Wish. I guess my wish is, I'm hoping next time we're going to be able to figure out some way to, restore Adoron's personality crystal to a body, and also how that is going to affect things.
Awesome. Thank
So
you.
yeah, that's what I got.
Ooh, Heath.
Yes, stars for everyone. Always making interesting choices of stories. I realized like 45 minutes or so into the game, I think, that I don't think I had said anything. which was fine because I mean, there's lots going on, and I was just like, oh yeah, I'm not just what I mean. I was having a good time just like watching, listening, and then at some point I was like, oh, I should probably participate, but it works out because I mean, like I said, that's a testament. It was fun to just like watch the other stuff that was going on and getting wrapped up in the story and stuff and yeah, man, it feels like so much happened in this episode. I'm like just thinking back over it. I'm like a lot of stuff went down this time. Um, wishes. Got a lot of wishes. I want to complete my secret handshake. I want to complete my irresistible. I want to further get into this individual location-based unique bean variants. Our new venture. First and foremost, yeah, with figuring out what we can do with Adoron, hopefully. Yeah, a lot. I think that's it. That's it for a moment.
Any other wishes?
I think that's it. Let's continue to explore Moon Witch, see what she's all about. And all of it.
All right then, Teal.
Stars to everybody, of course. That was I enjoyed the whole like how are we going to make a base, all that kind of stuff, and then how we have managed to get ourselves into debt again, which is going to force us to make presumably strong financial decisions. It's funny because for a while we were doing great financially. Oops. My paused again. And let's see. I think it's interesting that I avoided going to the power. Oops. So I avoided going to the power at the floating city, and I end up blowing myself up. I also thought that was a really cool encounter, just because we looked at them as great folk and we're like, oh, they're not dangerous. Oops. So, and I'm very curious to see what happens now. I'm also curious to see what happens with Alba Negra, who currently has 3 different consciousness traits starting to interact with each other. So, as far as the wishes go, it's just I'm waiting for the future to see what Adoran's new experiences will be like.
Awesome. Yeah, huge star to all of that situation. That was fucking amazing. Great. Yeah. Anything else before we say goodbye?
Don't count on your dice.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I should be able to do it. It should be fine, right?
Cool.
Wait, what? No, wait, what?
We'll join back next time then. Bye, internet.